What's up, guys? Thank you so much for swinging by, spending just a few minutes with me today. And of course, no pick a card is complete without the blessings of Frank. Hello, Frankie. We love you too, honey. So we are diving in a bit deep here, guys. When he thinks about you, how do you make him feel? Now, this can go he or she, guys. So what comes to his mind? What kind of feelings are coming to the surface? What's in his heart? All of the above, and anything else that wants to come out of here, okay? So I did make 3 piles for you to choose from. Your timestamps, your ways to book with me, ways to donate to the channel are in your description box below. Feel free to pause the video if you need to. Take your time, and I will see you at your pile. Pile number 1. So when he or she thinks about you, how do you make them feel? First of all, let's talk about the obvious here. There is so much fire in this spread right now. Even the accent cards for this, there's fire in it. I'm kind of taken back by that, which, to start off with, there's a passionate, very passionate, steamy, hot feeling in here, okay? Let's just go there first. Now, there's 2 stories that are tying in here, okay? And I'm gonna try to keep it very general. I am getting a lot of specifics on this, but, I want to start off with the page of fire. Now, normally the page of fire upright, we're talking about somebody who's who's a free spirit, basically. They're ready to take action, move in a very confident kind of way here. But with the page of fire being reversed, this tells me that somebody has a lot of limiting beliefs about themselves. Maybe they think that you're out of their league. There's no way in heck that they will ever have a chance with you. Now, some of you guys have already been in a relationship with this person, but the 2 of you are at a distance. Now, this can be emotional distance and physical distance, okay? There could have been a breakup, that separation thing. But I'm going to tell you one thing right now. When this person is thinking about you, they miss you like heck, okay? I think they cry sometimes. They have a lot of grief and despair, and they're doing it there in the 6 of Waters, okay? They do think about reconciling, coming back together here, because this is an undeniable feeling for them. Okay, they're trying to figure out what went wrong, how it went wrong, what did I do, what did I say. I think they're questioning themselves a lot in this energy, but they themselves kind of take a step back, and I think you have done the same thing too. You kind of have taken a step back from this connection in some ways, okay? You're like, wow, what's going on here, okay? I think that they don't feel like you have the same kind of love for them at times. But they're keeping their hopes alive with this. If you guys have had some kind of disruption in the energy between the 2 of you, that flow, that breakup, that separation I was talking about, they don't feel like you love them anymore. Okay, so somebody in this energy has to reach out here. Okay, we have to reach out to each other in a playful kind of approach. You don't want to come at this like, you owe me an apology, and you said this, you said that. It's not going to work. It's not going to end well. Okay, this person, when they think about you, they want to rekindle something here. They want to rekindle this passion. Okay, they have so much love to give. I mean, they really do. Look at all this fire coming through. The King of Fire. The King of Fire's got his hand in his heart, there's more fire in there, which tells me, you know, that there is the thoughts of, there is a motivating factor in here. Okay, when they think about it, they want to communicate. Okay, the King of Fire is really all about that communication of fire energy, but at the same time, they're not moving in a way that's gonna be so aggressive, so forced here. Okay, because that 3 of Fire and the 8 of Fire, they're very fast-moving energies, but not today. Okay. So I think that there's some work that needs to be done. We need to get back on the same page here. I think time is going to help whatever has happened here. Okay, but when they think about you, they miss you. They think about a lot of times that I get like funny text messages and funny memes and stuff like that. There's a lot of silliness. They remember those little things about you. But they really doubt that you want to come back, or they really doubt that you want this. Maybe you're doubting this too. You're like, we had such a good chemistry, and what happened, you know? Now you have to keep in mind, this is just somebody who is feeling the feelings here. However, they are putting a lot of restriction on themselves. Okay, they're falling into their egos, and that's kind of common sometimes. They think, wow, you know, they think when they think about you, they're like, wow, this is a person that's got their life together, and how am I gonna fit in here? You know, something like that is tying in here. How's this gonna work out? You know, so at least we have passion. Okay, at least we have quite a bit of passion. They feel the passionate connection with you. Okay, some of the feelings that do come up to the surface for them are like, if you guys have broken up, they miss you. Okay, they cry about you. I think they tell others about, you know, this breakup or whatever, or there's a part of this where they're just upset that you're at a distance for them, for, you know, like maybe you're on the other side of the planet, or you're in a different state, something like that here too. Okay, but really what's in their heart is the wanting to come, and it's in a very creative way that they want to express how they're feeling for you. This is all about movement in the communication, movement in that expression of their passion here. Okay, now if this was the breakup, I really feel like they want to start over here. I do, with this building blocks. They want to start over. It came out reverse, but I feel like this is the wanting to start over, start from the ground up again, you know. And if this is just somebody that, you know, new or recently met, they want to be able to open up to you like this. Okay, for some of this is gonna take time. This is a time thing. Okay, this is not something that's going to happen right away, but there is this wanting to start from the ground up here. Okay, so I think they see you very in some ways a kind of a sexual way. I think they see you as somebody that's very beautiful. I think that's possibly one reason why they get intimidated. I just heard the word success, so some of this is that they see you very successful, and it's very intimidating for them. And I have known people who are like that before. Like, they won't approach you sometimes, even though they have this energy for you. They back down because it's like, I won't be good enough. You know, there they go back into the limits that they put on themselves. And to be quite honest, they're the ones who put the brakes on this, because no matter what they feel or whatever, they just don't feel like, inside they don't feel like they're good enough. Okay, so, you know, you have to take what resonates out of this energy, okay? If you feel like reaching out, doing it in a very playful way, no matter how this is tying into your situation here, okay? But be playful about it. Get them to a place where they can be a little bit more comfortable. Get them out of their ego. Don't put pressure on them. But then I can see this Page of Fire going back up, upright. And again, this is calling for you to be creative about it. With all this fire, it's about creative energy, okay? Especially in this card too, okay? We're talking about your playful, creative approach with this person and reaching out to them, okay? But then I was saying that I do see that this Page of Fire will turn upright for you in this situation, because this is a person at the core of who they are. They're a very outgoing individual, okay? They lack a little bit of confidence at the moment, but that's okay. Everybody moves through that phase of just not knowing, quite sure of what the situation is, so we lose our confidence, that kind of thing. But eventually, I think that this person returns back to being comfortable with this idea, with this situation, okay? And for those of you who are I just heard an apology, the words apology coming through here. I think that for those of you who are, maybe have had some problems in this connection, an apology will make this right here, okay? I think we need to talk about that, because this person doesn't feel like you love them anymore, like you've given up on them. You're just kind of sick and over it. And maybe you are. Maybe it is time for you to move on, but that's up to you. I always tell you, you got to stand in your own power here, okay? But they don't feel like you love them like you did before, okay? So I want to go ahead and leave it at that. You guys let me know how you feel about this energy in the comments for me, and also make sure to give the video a thumbs up. And I love you guys, and I will see you in our next video. Bye. Pile 2, I just reviewed the video and I realized that all 3 of these bracelets were sitting off to the side. Don't let this confuse you, but this is pile number 2. Let's go ahead and get into it. Hey pile 2, so when he or she thinks about you, how do you make them feel? I want to dive right into this, because this is what caught my eye immediately, guys, okay? So, and then this card came out right behind it. So they think a lot about you, okay? So this person is just, they really do have big ideas for this connection. They have big dreams, big goals. I think their outcome with you would be a long-term committed relationship, with a very happy outcome. That's money in the bank, kids running in the yard, the whole picket fence story. You hear that 1,000 times. But this is what this person is really thinking, okay? Their plans are big, and I feel like their plans for even like a house is big. Maybe it's your plan too, okay? But I think they think about you, they dream about you. I think they even dream and fantasize about you in this energy too, okay? Which is actually quite obsessive, okay? It can become a little bit overwhelming for this person at times, and this could be you, just overthinking things. They're always on their mind. There's a sense of exhaustion here, okay? Like, oh my God, get out of my brain, right? It happens to so many of us. Like, please, just get out of my mind. Okay, so this is where this gets really interesting for me. For some of you guys, this was a friendship. This started off as friends. You guys were friends. You probably grew up together. You probably have known each other for a very long time. But I feel like this is a person that wants to take the friendship to a new level, okay? In my personal opinion, I think that friendship is where a good friendship and a connection. You just basically want to be marrying your best friend. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a good solid foundation where the two of you are so comfortable with each other, like nothing is held back from each other. It's like you and your girlfriend sitting around and you're just nattering about stuff, like that comfortable with each other, you know. For some of you guys, I think when you found out, or you're about to find out, that one of your good friends has a burning desire to be with you, a crush on you, a nasty crush, it's gonna shock the out of you. Okay, you get what I'm saying? So I think for some of you guys you're holding on to a relationship that's just not good for you. But I'm really suspecting that the universe is just about to come through and knock that down to make room for something so much better for you. Okay, I have this tug of war, this struggle inside me, you know, when I think about this energy collectively, and it makes me feel like some of you guys are in a connection that struggles. So, and I think for some of you guys, when you find out your friend is about to come forward and profess their deepest, realest feelings for you, and it's gonna be like, what'd you just say? It's gonna be one of those moments. So I would be prepared for that. I hope I don't ruin. See, that's the thing. I don't want to ruin anybody's surprises here. But I think they're going to talk to you about how much they think about you, where they want to be with you in the future. I think they're all about the long term. If you can see the trend here, they're all about the long term of this, okay? And deep down inside, they know that they want you and only you here. There's a deep knowing, and I think secretly some of you know. You're just not telling me, okay? Sneakers. But I think that deep down inside, on both ends of this energy, that you both know that there's something different here. There's something special here. I think that this person is just kind of waiting a little bit, so that whether you're trying to end a relationship that you're currently in, or you're taking care of some stuff right now in your life, maybe in regards to work, maybe you're off, you know, looking for a new career, a new job, or something like this, or even going back to school. You know, it's all synchronized. It's all going to be synchronized, okay? But I think they're waiting. They're patiently waiting for you to kind of just, you know, get it together in your life, because they know you're worth it. They know you're worth it. I think a lot of this too is like they understand where you've been. They understand your struggles with money, or struggles in a relationship that you have been in. But this is all going to be synchronized, okay? Synchronicities, and you really should be keeping your eyes and ears and everything else, your senses open for, you know, the signs from our spirit guides. But I think this is just like a reminder that this is all going to happen in perfect timing. There's going to be a time where the two of you, you come together, and I almost feel like this card always makes me feel like putting posts on social media. We are now in a relationship. You know those posts. I put a post out recently. I'm in a relationship with tacos, and then another one was I'm in a relationship with Halloween, and you know those relationship updates. I feel like this is what's gonna be presented into the public. Oh, now we're a serious couple. I think your friends are going to be shocked by this news. I think your friends are going to be like, what? I knew you guys had a crush on each other all this time. I didn't think you guys would actually hook up. Well, here you go, you know? It's going to be one of those things. I can see pictures all over social media, you know, like just news. We're sharing the happy news, right? You know what I'm saying? I just heard it's been a long time coming. So for some of you guys, Some of you guys know exactly who I'm talking about. You know exactly, they're telling me. You know exactly who I'm talking about. Some of you guys are still trying to figure this out, but that's okay, because that's where the synchronicities come into. You're going to see signs of it. You're going to know. And listen, I always tell you guys, if there's one thing I ever want you to take away from any of my readings, is standing in your power, standing in your intuition, and trusting yourself, trusting how you feel inside, okay? Never, never, never discredit yourself, okay? You have the same abilities that I do, okay? So it's just a matter of trusting that, okay? So even if it seems weird, it feels funny, you have to go with your intuition, and you have to listen to yourself and never sway from it, okay? But I think this person is a friend. I think they are thinking about you. They dream about you. They fantasize about you in a very sexual way. But nonetheless, there's a lot of great feelings that come to the surface with this person. They just really consider you like the one and only. You feel me? Like, I don't want anybody else but you, basically, is how this person's feeling. And they're gonna wait no matter how long it takes for you to get yourself in a place where you're ready to move forward in this connection, okay? Because again, this is all about your physical life, your bringing things into the physical. So it is, whether it is about having money in the bank, a nice house, stuff like that, they understand that you're building something here, okay? For yourself, and of course for your future. You come first in everything. You have to focus on yourself. You have to put your career, your money, and everything else first. What's important for you first. And I think that's what they appreciate about you, is that you're thinking about yourself first. Because if you don't think about yourself first, and everything else seems to fall away, at least you have yourself to fall back on, right? Does that make sense of what I'm saying? Like, you don't really rely on other people, and you shouldn't. Everybody should get out of the habit of being codependent, focusing on themselves. Because if it falls away one day, at least you still have yourself, right? Anyways, that was a little bit of a tangent, but it's what's tying in here for me today, guys. I love you bunches. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let me know in the comments how this has resonated with you, and make sure to give the video a thumbs up. See you next time. Bye. Hey, pile 3. So when he or she thinks about you, how do you make them feel? Wow. Right away, I'm intimidated by you. No. I really get this is an energy that tells me that you are a woman or a gentleman who knows their worth. I think you're tired of the games. You are a person that is okay with saying no. You speak exactly how you feel. You do not lower your standards, your self-worth for anybody. And that's beautiful. You work hard. You work hard at achieving things in your life. You work hard at achieving perfection in anything that you do. Now, I will tell you, with the 10 of fire, that does carry a little bit of stress, okay? So don't work so hard, okay? But you're just a person who stands in their power. You know your self-worth, your self-respect, and you don't put up with anything in this energy. You work hard, but you also play hard too, so which is nice, okay? Because I was just saying that does carry a lot of stress, but you do play hard. You take good care of yourself. You know when to have fun. You know when it's time to take a break from work, and that to me is a beautiful balance, okay? Like, so when this person, I just got the chills. I love when that happens. You guys, it's over 100 degrees outside. For me to get the chills right now is almost impossible. But for you, you put yourself first. You put yourself first. And I feel in this Hangman, you inspire other people to be this way. And you have taught this person the same thing. Like, ooh, damn, she knows her boundaries, she knows her worth, and she just told me no. And you know what? That is so freaking attractive in people, man or woman, doesn't matter. But when a person can say no, and you know you know what you want, and you're going for what you want, that's attractive. That's attractive. You don't bend for anybody. You don't lower your standards for anybody. And it's just a beautiful thing. Okay? I really get the feeling too that you make people work for your love and attention and affection. They have to prove themselves to you. Right? So I think this is what's on this person's mind, and this is how they feel. Like, whoa, this person is gonna be, or is already so successful. Nothing's standing in this person's way. But at the same time, you're very happy. You're a happy person. You're joyful. You share your love. You have an unconditional love about you. You know, you don't hold grudges, but you're very, very, as a matter of fact. As a matter of fact, you do not allow people to come into your energy, start clouding your judgment. You know what? And this for me is like not even partaking in dramatic activities, I was going to say, but you don't get involved in the drama. And I don't blame you. There's something about being involved in drama that just weighs me down. And I feel like you're this energy. Like and this is a lot like me, you just cut to the chase. You cut them down if they're like being a little too over flirty, or they send you unsolicited pictures or something like that. You cut them down. You can come across as very cold, but you're very balanced. Like, I am not going to allow you to sit there and disrespect me. You're not going to do things to me. You basically know how to teach people how to treat you in this energy, all while maintaining your inner happiness. So this is a very strong quality all on its own. And these are the things that and I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say this is more than just this person who's recognized this quality about you. But I get the feeling that friends have recognized this in you, and you are offering a perspective. You are showing people this just by who you are, keeping it real with yourself. I will say one thing: they are very attracted to your breast, okay, your chest, something like that is coming through too, okay. But you are very zen. You are very zen, like I was saying. You find your center, and you find this very, very effortlessly. You work hard, but you also play hard too. You know, I see you out having a good time with friends. You don't stop living. You don't stop living your life for anybody. You manage to go to work, go to school, take care of the kids, and stay centered. And you're like, I won't settle for anybody. I don't want to settle for anybody who's not serious here. You're really looking for the real deal here. You're really looking for that soulmate. So when they think about you, I think that for some of this energy, they may actually back down a little bit, because they realize that you're a tough cookie. Like I said, you're hitting me like a queen of fire. You just don't. You're done with the games. You're done. Like, who isn't done nowadays, right? So anyways, they see you as somebody that they can easily love, somebody that they can build a long, happy life with. You know, they see this in you. But again, the idea in their mind and how they feel about you is that they're more drawn into the fact that you stand so independently. And I think for a lot of this energy, you had no other choice but to learn how to stand in your own independence. I feel like people may have abandoned you, maybe have made you feel less than, but you're like, I'm going to prove you wrong. You know? I'm proving you wrong, and I'm going to show you how it's done. I get a lot of single mom, single dad energy in this, okay? So that's kind of where I'm grabbing that. But I don't think... I think in their mind, they're feeling like they have to fully... It's like they want you to kind of let your guard down, but you're not going to make any moves until you can fully trust this individual. I think with you pacing yourself through this energy, you're doing yourself a huge favor. Again, you're a person who's looking out for red flags. You're cutting right through the crap of every situation of your life. I think a lot of you guys have done so much growing. That's how I'm feeling. Like you're not living in your past. You're not allowing the past to define you, but you've learned so much about your past, and you're like, no more of this. I want love. I want the real connection, you know. But I don't feel like this person, when they think about you, they're like, you know, there's the trust. It's a trust issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could very well be that this does eventually, you know, somehow balance itself out. But again, it's up to you, because this is how they feel about you, you know. So moving on, this is about the communication here. Again, emotional communication. And it's funny how I feel about that. I don't normally feel this about this card, but this is like the communication that you're in control of. Like if you don't feel like this person's the right one for you, you're not answering the call. You're not returning those text messages, and you're just like, I need you to prove yourself, you know, like that kind of energy is what's coming through here, okay? But they see you as a very intense person, you know, and again, it's like, you're not going to make any moves until you're feeling it, until you're for sure that this is a soulmate's connection, okay? I will say this, though. I feel like this person is very well balanced in that area as far as respecting you, loving you the right way, making you happy, things like this here. Because on their agenda is what they're thinking about. Is they really think about you as the soulmate, but they're also thinking about you in a way that's the real kind of love here, and creating a long-lasting relationship, possibly being married forever. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, one other thing that kind of snuck through here, and it kind of caught me off guard, nothing new, right? Was the fact that they appreciate, when they think about you, they think that, and they know that you know how to make your own happiness. You create your own happiness. It's like you don't depend on somebody else to make you happy, which is another attractive quality here. Like, you don't worry about, you know, you don't call up your friends. Well, you know, we all do once in a while. We'll say, oh my God, can you help me figure this out? But at the end of the day, it's like you don't stop living your life for that phone call. You don't stop living. It's not like you're sitting around waiting on a text message. You're not waiting for this to come in. You're like, I can take it or leave it. I'm still gonna be happy, whatever. You don't want to come around, that's fine with me. That's the attitude I'm getting. But that's a positive attitude, okay? It's not like being negative. But I also feel like in this energy too, it's like, you know, you're okay even taking a trip by yourself. You know, part of your self-love, your self-care routine. It's like, you're okay with like going and just traveling by yourself, you know, short little trips or something like this. But what it comes down to is that you know how to make yourself happy. You're really good at the self-care, the self-love, and you're not waiting around for anybody. You don't sit there and wait. You just move on. You don't give me the time of day. I gotta move on with my life. You know, I have priorities, and I know where my priorities are. For some of you guys in this energy are really really entrepreneurs, okay? You're hitting me today like a king and queen of fire. And in that king of fire is that entrepreneur energy, you know, like you're wanting to possibly open your own business, stuff like this, but you know, you're like, nothing is gonna stop me here from anything in my life, whether you are opening a business or not, but like, nothing is stopping me. I'm not letting anybody slow me down, you know? And again, it's like you're teaching people how to treat you, and you're teaching people how they need to be treated too in this energy, you know? So it's a beautiful energy of who you are, and this is how they feel, and they love that about you. They love the fact that, you know, you're standing on your own 2 feet, and you're not putting up with anything. You know, you can say no and walk away, and not even give it a second thought here. You know, which is really attractive. It is attractive, okay? And it's like you don't put all of your trust into just one individual. And it's not like you come up to this energy with like trust issues. You just like, I trust myself to know what's best for me, you know? What's best for me, and then again, the words children are coming through too. So it's like I'm just doing what's best for me right now, and I can take it or leave it, you know, that kind of thing. They're saying something else about children here, but it's like even if you do or you don't have kids, but it's like your children are your number one priority. Anyways, I really enjoy this reading, guys, because I think standing in your own power, knowing your self-worth, you're not sitting here for 6 to 8 months, almost years, some people 10 years, waiting on this person to come back around. And it's like, I'll take it or leave it. I mean, I don't have time. I don't have time for this. I have friends I want to hang out with, stuff like that, you know. I have a life I want to live. I'm not waiting on you, you know. You know, you just know your worth in this energy, and you're not holding back on how you feel and expressing that emotional, you know. So good job for you. Keep being you is what I want to say here, because the more authentic you are to yourself, it doesn't really matter what other people think or feel about you sometimes, but the more authentic you are and the more real you are to yourself, the better off you are attracting this energy into your life here, okay? So you are standing in your power, and when they think about you, this feeling of like, I love your independence is coming through. I love how independent you are is coming through, you know, on top of everything else that I said. All right, I'm going to leave it there, guys. So just let me know in the comments below how you feel about this. Are you a person that creates their own happiness? Do you know your boundaries, your self-respect, stuff like that? Talk to me about it. Make sure to give the video a thumbs up. I will see you guys in our next video. Bye.